What's going on, guys? Big welcome to you all to our channel. We are Team Crushing the Meta, and today you are here with D-Boy, and today we will do a deck profile for you guys. So we are doing D series, right? So we have the new Bruce, new beautiful amazing Bruce, which is yeah, I mean, this card is very beautiful. There's so much put on it, on the design, like comparing it to the old one. Like the persona right here is gold, here it's silver. There's more details on this card than lots of other cards that I've seen. The quality of the cards are really good when it comes to this series. But in this video, we are not here to talk about the quality of the cards. We are here to talk about the build of the deck. So while making this deck, as we have talked about this in other videos, there are multiple things that you could keep in mind, especially the combo that you do with the deck. So we will start with the combo, and then later we will come back and explain which deck you will make depending on the combo. When it comes to all of these three Bruces, my favorite will always be the Grade 4 Bruce, but for now we will talk about the new Bruce. If you want to see my final build on the Grade 4 Bruce, let me know in the comment section below and I will let you know, because this is the deck that I play competitively and this is the deck that I play for fun. Alright, there are multiple reasons why this deck I do play it for fun, but let's go with the combo, right? So the combo, you basically have your Bruce, which is your Vanguard, and you need the right key pieces to go for your ultimate combo. So the ultimate combo needs to have Megan, it needs to have Ivanka, and it needs to have, you could do whatever booster you have behind your Vanguard, it doesn't really matter. For not paying too much counter blasts, we are not going with the beautiful SP Mabel, but we are going with Stephanie. And on this side, what you want to have is, of course, the one and only beautiful Julian. So this is basically the card. These are basically the cards that you need. And right here you could have whatever. It doesn't really matter. So you could have a beautiful booster. As long as all of them are Diabolos, then you're good to go. So the combo right here will start with this column attacking, right? And let's get our dices. We need dices for this. We have talked about this combo before. And this is not the first time we're showing this on the channel, but hey, let's do it again. So right here, you will go into the battle phase and you will enter Final Rush and Final Burst. We're assuming that your opponent is already on Grade 3, and most of the time you have Persona roads. So if that's the case, then your front row will get, of course, the extra 10k. But if you didn't Persona ride, because this is the first time you do it, then of course you don't have the 10k. So let's talk. You did Persona ride, so you do have the 10k from the Persona ride, which we will do with the Persona ride dice. So what we do right here is you attack with this column first, right? Then the skill of Megan will activate to give her the 10k, right? So she doesn't get any power, he doesn't give the power already, but she does. So your Vanguard will also get the extra 5k, right? Let's do the Vanguard power with this one. All right. So right here, this will attack. This is 10, 20, 30, 38. And if the attack hits, then her skill will activate by counterblasting 1, and you will basically be able to draw a card and empty a Rargar circle, which his skill will be active right away. But if the attack does not hit because they could defend it, then you wait until the second wave of attacks. So you attack with this, you activate his ability, you restand this column, you give it another power. So you give this column, she gets the extra 5k, and she gets the 5k as well. So your column becomes even stronger. And then you attack, you drive check, of course, then you attack with this again. And if this will hit, because right now it gets another 10k, because of the fact that she, of course, gain another 10k, which is insane, right? Because this is 10, 20, 30, 40, 48, just like that. 58 if you count the persona, right? So it will hit. It will hit. And with that, you will lose the Megan, and then the Jade will attack, and his skill will activate to call something from your soul. And by that, you actually gain a new attacker. And because you have the persona right, you do benefit from the attacker right here. The problem is with this is that you need a counter blast of 1, 2, 3. So 3 counter blasts, and you need the right key pieces. So that's the reason why in this current deck I actually do not rely on this combo. Alright, so let's go back to the deck, right? So we have explained the combo that I don't play in the deck. And what combo do I play, if you ask me? Well, we do take her out. Everything else stays. Julian is your plus maker, right? You have 2 cards that make you pluses. It's Julian and it is Jamil. Jamil right here, of course, for the counter blast 1 as the soul charge, he could call you something from your soul, which is good because he does it in the main phase, and that works also very, very, very good with the Greg, which is the new Cree 3 that could give us the counter charge if needed. So these two work better together. The Julian right here works with Megan, works with any other grade 2 that you want to call, and he could give you the right booster if needed, especially because in your right deck you pretty much also play a good attacker and a good booster, so this is also a good column that you could make if needed. Alright, so the combo that you do is actually very simple. You have on the one side your attackers being the Megan, or you would prefer it to be the Eden. And on the other side, you most of the time will have this if you needed to call him, to call something out of your soul. If not, you could do a Greg, right? Because Greg could actually just simply give you the counter charge. So that will be most of the time the one that you want to have. And if you wanted to make pluses and you have CBs, then you go for him. The booster behind this could be whatever. It could be Steve. It could be whatever you want. Basically, Stephanie is the best one because she will keep the 5k giving to him, which makes him 20k even in your opponent's turn, which means he's harder to hit. And behind the Vanguard, it could be Stephanie, or it could be also Mabel, because Mabel will give you the extra counter charge. So right here, of course, we're assuming again you have the persona right, and if you do, then here you go. So you will enter your battle phase, and with that you get a counter charge of 1, and that's good because his skill will be active, his first skill will be active as well, and you don't have to take too much damage to do so. So you attack with this first. Remember that he gains a 5k from her and a 5k from himself. So this is 10, 20, 30, 38, which is pretty nice number, right? So most of the time they want to stop this, because if not, then you could count +1 to retire something from their field. And remember that he also gains the 5k by his own ability. Because you use this ability. Then right here, you basically will attack with this again. And if your opponent's on 4 damage, then they have to guard this, and you activate this ability, you restand this, and this go up to 15, she goes up to 5 more, and yeah, that's pretty good. And now if you drive check a crit, you could actually, he gains the crit as well, because of his own ability when you restand him. And if you drive check a crit and they are on 4 damage, then you could actually power him up and you could do the crit as well, right? So you could do the crits on this side. And with that, they will have to guard 2 attacks with a crit. And that, in my eyes, is as effective as the other combo, because the other combo makes 2 attacks and this one makes or extra attack, and this one makes an attack with a crit. So that's why, in my opinion, the Eden is as effective or even more effective. Then if you ask me, okay, so is cards like Megan still as good in this deck as they are in the other deck or they are in the other combo? Well, the thing is with Megan is that if you would have Megan on this side and you do have a booster behind her, being whatever, it could even be Trish, then this is huge, because even if this attacks only once, she is still bigger than the Greg, especially with a booster behind her. But if you don't have a booster behind her, you don't want to commit, the Greg is good as well. So in this deck, Megan is not needed, but she will always be a very good card. So again, it is pretty much up to you to make it the way that you want to make the deck. As I said, both combos are effective. Alright, now we could go into the deck profile right away, but because I don't want to make this video too long, I will pause the video, end the video, and I will start a new video. And with that, we will do the deck profile. And with the deck profile, I will show you the deck that I find myself enjoying the most. Again, it depends on your playstyle that you could build the deck differently. For me, this will always be a fun deck and not as strong as the Unrivaled Bruce deck. It's even not as strong as the normal Bruce deck, because this could actually pretty much multi-attack way better, because you have access to cards that are not Diabolos. And if you want to hear more about this deck, I could do that as well. But for me, this would be the competitive build, and this would be the fun build. The deck will get new cards in the future. We have already got a new double rare, which will be also effective and will be added to the deck, but it doesn't make the deck as explosive and strong as this deck is, because this one is very different, as it has access to lots of other cards that are insanely good. Alright, that's it for this deck. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video to talk about the combos, the 2 combos that you could do. And from this video, the next video will be the deck profile itself. Thanks again for watching. Thank you for tuning in our channel, and stay tuned for next video. So till next time.